Hey guys, hello everybody. Hi Mustafa, hi Dipankar.
Hi
Well,
guys.
Everyone.
welcome to the 11th edition of the Sports Senti Tip series. We had such fun yesterday, and I'm not just talking about this video. We had great fun in the match as well. I mean, what a fantastic match! In fact, the last 2 days we've seen scores well in excess of 200. Rajasthan chased it down successfully. Mumbai Indians nearly chased it down. And what a match we had yesterday! Super over, etc. It was touch and go, and so many. Such amazing batting by Ishan Kishan, amazing batting by RCB. It was an amazing match, and we hope that IPL continues to rumble along exciting us all in the process. So today we have two teams which have had contrasting starts to this tournament. We've got Delhi Capitals taking on Sunrisers Hyderabad, and obviously Delhi Capitals has they've won two on the trot. In the first win they were lucky, but second win was very comprehensive against CSK. While Sunrisers, they've lost both their matches, and that was not a start that Sunrisers would be expecting. But there are obvious gaps in that team. So, guys, are you ready? I mean, any initial thoughts before we get down to
Yes,
the questions?
completely ready. I would like to say that me and Dipankar had quite correct predictions for the match. Although the last prediction of MI winning did not work out in our favor, but
Yeah.
I think the predictions were good, so I'm confident about making some good predictions today also.
Okay, Dipankar, any opening bite before we get down to it?
You're on mute, Dipankar.
You're on mute, Dipankar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Predictions are going for a toss. The last two games, just look at the points table, the top 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
Just compare it with the previous seasons, all the seasons together.
All the seasons compiled together, yeah.
Almost, topsy-turvy, right?
Very topsy-turvy.
I would expect, some of the teams to start well, going by the trend. But I think, some of the investments are coming off. People who had invested in young players, in experienced players, they are actually showing their true worth now.
Sure.
Yes.
The experienced players are coming under a bit of pressure. So it's not.
Absolutely.
It's not going to be a very easy prediction. Just looking at the team sheet and the previous results.
Oh, we never thought. I mean, that's why you guys are the experts, right? And also, I must commend Dipankar for one thing. He mentioned Kohli struggling against leg spinners, and actually, I mean, it wasn't just a matter of Chahar dismissing Kohli yesterday. He was beating Kohli so many times. He was beating him in flight. He was beating him with the googly. He once even faked a googly. It was a leg spin.
Yeah.
And he faked a googly, and Kohli played for the googly. So it is that kind. And I mean, and commending Dipankar, because we were talking about Rohit Sharma's weakness against leg spin. We were talking about AB de Villiers' weakness against left arm spin and leg spin. But you picked out Kohli's weakness too. I mean, not a lot of top batsmen are facing. They're struggling against the leg spinner. So anyway, two good leg spinners even today. So let's get down to it. So Mustafa, I'll start with you. The first question of the day: how many runs will the team batting first score in the allotted 20 overs?
I would say about 40 to 50 runs.
No. Total in 20 overs.
Okay. The first score I think should be around the 160 mark, 160 to 170 mark.
Okay.
Also depends if Delhi Capital or SRH is batting first, because SRH is low on confidence while Delhi Capital is very high. So if Delhi Capital bats first, I think it should be around 180. But if it starts with SRH, then it might be around 160.
Okay. Dipankar?
I would put the score somewhere around 170, maybe 165 to 170, irrespective. Okay. On a good day, both can actually score even higher. I mean, for SRH, it's the top 3.
Yeah.
If they fire, then even 200 is easy, right? I mean,
it is about Bairstow and Warner.
200 is quite easy, but if they lose wickets, then 150 to 160, is probably the score they would achieve, right? But just picking out a range, I would say 165 to 170 for both the teams.
Okay. Okay, I think almost on cue, our second question is to do with this top-heavy batting lineup that SRH has. So I'll start with you, Dipankar. Which of the SRH top three will score a half century today? Will it be David Warner, Johnny Bairstow, or Manish Pandey?
Um, I would say it would be Bairstow.
You're counting on Bairstow?
Yeah, I am. I mean, see, Bairstow is a confidence player. He can play almost every shot, right? And he doesn't have a very perceptible weakness, just, I mean, you can't say that, this is one bowler, or this is one type of delivery which is going to get him out. Same for Warner, but Warner looks to...
I think he's been struggling. I mean, people have found some chinks in Warner's armory. I mean,
yeah, round the wicket
fast bowlers and
or a moving delivery, right?
Yeah.
Earlier in the innings.
Absolutely. I mean,
Pat
Cummins actually exploited that in the last match. We've seen Jofra Archer doing that in the series back in England.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
If you have to just compare the three, then
Bairstow it is for you. Okay. What about you, Mustafa? Who are you picking?
I don't know. I'm still banking on Warner because he's captaining the side and he has this responsibility on his shoulders. And I've seen that sometimes under pressure, Warner gets better and better at what he's doing, especially when he's chasing down totals and he has a figure in mind. Then he has a good approach, a better approach towards chasing that particular total. So I'm going to go with David Warner. I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to see if he works out for it.
Okay. I think he's been the most consistent batsman in the last 4-5 IPLs. So we can go by that. All right. So Mustafa, which Delhi Capitals pacer will pick more wickets? And they've got two fantastic South Africans. You've got
amazing South African bowlers.
Kagiso
but I'll still go with Rabada coming off the confidence from that super over that he bowled. I think Rabada is going to be my pick. I think he's a wonderful bowler. He's got good Yorkers, good pace.
I was comparing Kagiso Rabada with Henrik Norgay. So you're still going with Rabada?
Yeah, I'm still going with Rabada.
All right. Okay. Yeah, he's been very, very confident. He's picked like 2 or more wickets in the last 9 IPL matches, and that is an unbeaten streak. He's the record holder now. Dipankar, who are you picking amongst these two, Kagiso Rabada or Henrik Norgay?
I actually didn't want to pick one. I'd rather say that both will do equally well.
No, I'm saying more wickets. So, you can always say 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, I mean...
the question is very specific.
Okay. I would go with Rabada. I mean...
You'll go with Rabada.
Last 9 matches and the quality, right? I mean, it's
total quality.
To pick one. Very easy to pick one. But I would say, performance-wise, Henrik Norgay was, on...
He's bowling very, very well. Yeah, very fast. He made trouble.
He was on dot. I think both are going to do well in this game.
Sure.
Since Rabada has picked quite a few wickets last few matches, again, the team strategy would be to just see him off.
Okay.
Right? Because picking wickets is, there are 2 ways you pick wickets in T20. Either it's pure skill. You just beat the batsman, all ends up, which happens very less, in T20. It's more about batsmen making the mistake, right? The ball.
Yes.
Sure.
Maybe they'll just play out Rabada, who knows?
Okay. All right. So we are on to the all-rounders now. So which all-rounder will make a bigger impact on the match today? There are quite a few playing. I've picked up 3. Marcus Stoinis, Akshar Patel, or Mohammad Nabi. Dipankar?
I would still pick Stoinis. He is more likely to bat and bowl, more number of overs than a Nabi or a Akshar, just because of that reason. Otherwise, Nabi would have been another player to look out for. He hasn't really fired so far, but Stoinis is high on confidence.
Sure.
Bowling may not have been up to the mark as you would like, but still, I would pick Stoinis.
But look, in terms of impact, so I said impact, and in T20s, economy rates make as much an impact as wickets, right? So, I mean, somebody like Mohammad Nabi, who's really, really very good with economy rates, he's still bowled.
He's
still less than 6.
Completely agree. Completely agree. I see Nabi, no doubt about the bowling, right? I mean, he is likely to bowl well.
Yeah.
And he's going to bowl much better than Stein. I mean, if I have to compare just the bowling, right? But overall impact in terms of getting more number of overs to bat.
You think Stoinis will get more chance?
Yeah. I mean, Stoinis is more a batting all-rounder and Navi is more a bowling all-rounder.
Sure.
Not like to like comparison, but Stoinis is high on confidence.
All right. Okay. Mustafa, who are
Yeah,
you
I
picking?
agree with Dipankar here. I would go with Stoinis also because just the confidence in his stride, you can see the when he comes out to bat, he's so confident that he can hit any ball out of the park that he just doesn't care who the bowler is. So that sort of attitude that he's come into this IPL series with, is showing off with his batting. That amazing 20 ball knock that he played, which helped Delhi Capitals put up a good score, was completely dependent on Stoinis. So
Oh yes.
I feel like he's high on confidence. Plus he's connecting the balls really well. And I'm sure he can improve in the bowling side, but I'm still thinking that impact wise, even if he plays 20 balls in a match, he's going to make higher impact.
Okay. All right. So now we get down to the opening partnership. So which opening partnership, I'm talking about the batting opening partnership, will yield more than 50 runs today? Will it be Prithvi Shaw and Shikhar Dhawan, David Warner, Johnny Bairstow, or you think both of them will score more than 50 runs as a partnership? What do you think, Mustafa?
I think if SRH is to win the match today, then Warner and Bairstow have to put on a 50-run partnership at least to build some sort of a foundation for the team. They have to, and they're both responsible and sensible players. So I'm hoping that both of them are going to score a 50-run partnership today to start the match.
Okay. Dipankar?
Warner and Bairstow more likely because with Dhawan and Shaw, you're not sure whether that lasts long, right? So one day Dhawan fires, other day Shaw fires, but both firing together, I would want that to happen. But then the most likelier is Warner and Bairstow.
I know it makes sense. I mean, what you're saying, what you guys are saying is it makes sense because both David Warner and Johnny Bairstow know very intimately that there's a huge responsibility on their shoulders. It's a top-heavy batting lineup. We've talked about it so many times. So there is more responsibility. It's more likely that these guys will stitch together a bigger partnership with Prithvi Shaw and with Shikhar Dhawan. Both these guys did stitch together a good partnership in the last match. But they also know that they've got enough batting to come. They've got Shimon Hetmyer. They've got Shreyas Iyer.
They've got more freedom, so I guess they're going to be a little more carefree than Bairstow and Warner.
Okay, so Dipankar, who's your pick for today? Delhi Capitals or Sunrisers Hyderabad?
I'll go with Delhi Capital.
You're going with Delhi Capital, more balanced, or more balanced as a team, you think?
It's more balanced, in form, and I think their younger players are now clicking, coming together and making that difference.
Yeah.
The results are showing now as compared to a couple of seasons ago. The reverse, one of the reason is SRH bowling was their main, strength, right? All the seasons.
Yeah.
Yes.
We somewhere hasn't found that rhythm and
he hasn't.
form, right? Which made him the number one bowler in IPL, right? And Nabi and Rashid Khan, I think people are trying to
play them out,
or they have found ways to score as well, right? I mean, earlier Rashid wouldn't give you much, even in Nabi, right? But now, they are not yielding or giving more wickets to them. Rather, if not at a very greater pace, but at least they are managing, 6 and over or 6 to 7 and over. And they're safe. They can target the rest, the three bowlers and just make up for that.
Sure. Mustafa, who's your pick?
I'm going to go with the same prediction. I know today mine and Dipankar answers have been very similar, but I think that is just the obvious answer because Delhi Capital being high on confidence, they are going to be the people who are going to maybe win the match. But I would like to add that if Hyderabad can get a finisher, I think they're missing a finisher in their team.
I agree with that.
They have a top-heavy batting. They need somebody to come and flourish in the end in those last 2-3 overs, like how Stoinis does in those 20 balls. They need that sort of player. I think they were hoping on Mitchell Marsh doing it, but since the whole injury happened, now they have to find a good replacement for him who can come in and finish the match. If they get a good finisher and if Warner and Bairstow come up with that 50-run partnership to build a foundation, they could have a chance. But before the start of the match, I would still go with Delhi Capitals as the winners for today.
Sure. In fact, it's. I mean, it's a safe prediction. I mean, Delhi Capitals, by their performance so far and the kind of
Yes.
team makeup they have. I mean, amazing pacers, amazing spinners, excellent India domestic, batting
Yes.
talent. It
That's
is.
more important.
That is very, very important. And they've found a finisher in Stoinis. And the problem is, I think, I mean, for any match, the way Delhi Capitals have performed so far and the kind of team structure, the makeup that they have, I think for any match, you have to pick Delhi Capitals as one of the favorites. In fact, they are one of the teams to beat, if you ask me, to be honest.
Yes, I agree with that.
Any other team, any other team, they've looked the strongest. And, they're the team to beat. I mean, you can say Rajasthan Royals, but Rajasthan Royals, the bowling is still.
But I would also add, see, this IPL is in UAE, right?
UAE.
And this is the start of the tournament. I think towards the end of the tournament, the pitches are going to
Get slower.
And if you look at that aspect, I think RCB, they are the dark horse.
They may be the dark horse. I'm not denying.
Dark horse.
They have more
because
spin
comparing
power
with the
in
other
their
IPLs,
cavalry.
they are, because their batting has started to click. And T20 is all about form, right?
It is about momentum. It is about
having
form.
players in form and momentum, right?
Right.
And the players are getting back to form, and they are quality players. Particle or Finch, they're all quality players.
No. Batting, there's no doubt. I think in
There's
terms
no
of
doubt.
spin department,
Spin,
also they've
right?
got great spinners. But
They
same,
have Zampa and Chahal.
they also
leg
have Washington.
spinners.
Plus they have Washington.
Washington Sundar. I mean, if you even keep Sundar aside, Chahal and Zampa are proven international players, right?
Clearly.
They're quite proven there. They have Negi also as a backup, right?
As a backup.
It's heavy. I mean, towards the second half of the tournament, I think they are going to give us a surprise. I'm just betting on them,
Okay.
all teams compared.
So hopefully we have a new winner this time, because neither Delhi nor RCB have won a title ever. And you've got KXIP also in the running. So we are hoping for a great IPL. We are hoping for a great IPL on Play CKC, people. The predictions are fun, like the kind of fun we had today, the kind of fun we had yesterday. So continue having that fun on the Play CKC app. Download it from the Android Play Store as well as the Apple App Store, and have fun with us. Beat these experts. They're also playing on Play CKC. So beat them, beat the hell out of them. And I'll see you all tomorrow again. Bye, people. Bye, Mustafa.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
so much. Thanks, Dipak.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.